always a challenge to keep 6-year-olds on task and engaged when creating texts and working in groups. But throw a few iPads in the mix and amazing things can happen. I always intended to use iPads more with my students, but I wanted to go beyond just using them for discovery or retention or games. My students had been listening to stories and I wanted them to retell one in their own words. I thought about having them create a multimodal text and bring their own stories to life, but I didn't know where to start. It all seemed too hard. The secret was letting students come up with the ideas. We talked about it and decided that in groups we would try videoing each other retelling stories. It sounded simple to start with, but soon we worked out there was lots we had to know. Things like what camera shots we would use, what shot locations, how to use our voices effectively, and we worked hard on these things.
And that tree became many trees and it became a forest.
One of the first things I noticed was my students were highly motivated and self-directed. They took complete ownership of their work. That's when I saw the learning being really powerful. They were able to reflect on what they had done in each session and independently work out what they needed to do next. Not once did I have to intervene. Their creativity and their ability to work together was astounding. It really stretched them as learners. They were doing all the hard thinking, they were making all the decisions, not me. And they were becoming more literate in so many ways. I thought this iPad endeavour would increase engagement, but what I didn't expect was how many other learning opportunities, and in particular general capability connections, it would open up. I plan to use iPads on a regular basis as a tool for students to create and communicate. This was so much easier than I thought it would be. Now they want more and I'm sold. Use the iPad for more literacy learning? Absolutely. My students showed so much pride in their work. They were really resilient and kept on working at one task until it was the best they could produce. They were independent, they self-assessed, gave and responded to feedback. They were empowered. The learning was relevant and it was meaningful. You don't need to be tech savvy and know lots about iPads and apps. You need to be clear about your purpose and intent and what you want your students to do and learn.